am Katie Cashman, and I'm the Executive Director at Change the Conversation. Change the Conversation is a small Baltimore-based nonprofit focused on engaging communities in the prevention of and healing from child sexual abuse. I was drawn to this work because I'm passionate about helping those who are traditionally underserved or marginalized and have experienced some form of abuse or violence throughout their life. And so I was attracted to this position, one, because I'm passionate about the work, and two, because I think there's a lot of opportunities out there for us to engage in these conversations in the furtherance of prevention and recovery. Having conversations about child sexual abuse are still taboo to many. Folks don't necessarily want to engage in these conversations, and yet they're so important in helping us to not only protect youth from experiencing this, but also in helping those that have experienced it find recovery and find healing in their journey. As we've changed and grown as an organization, when we looked back at some of those themes that we'd experienced in those times of growth, and a lot of it boiled down to really changing the narrative and changing the conversation around how people view child sexual abuse. We've come a long way in 2023 in providing education and training around child sexual abuse, but we still have a long way to go. A lot of times when we bring up, even just the term child sexual abuse, folks are uncomfortable. It still feels taboo to talk about. And so our main change is really a reflection of changing that narrative and changing that conversation to have folks understand that by talking about it and educating and providing, those resources and that information, it really goes a long way in preventing further incidences of child sexual abuse. I would say the greatest accomplishment that we've had really as an organization is being able to initiate and move forward with our prevention programming. Over the past year and a half, we've really focused on bringing evidence-based, research-backed trainings that really focus on prevention aspect of child sexual abuse. And so helping parents, helping caregivers, helping the community learn and understand what child sexual abuse is and what it isn't, and what measures can be taken. While child sexual abuse is very prevalent, it is also very preventable. And so I would say our biggest accomplishment has really been increasing awareness and visibility around that, and implementing programming that is increasing prevention efforts. On the flip side of that, I think the challenge, remains that as a very small nonprofit, we're a team of three, and we also have consultants that support our work. It's challenging to be able to meet the ongoing needs and demands that are out there. And I think that, we try really hard to make sure that our work is meeting a multitude of gaps that we identify, but it can be very challenging being a small nonprofit with limited resources to be able to really, ultimately be able to complete what you want to. Our services, when you look at us, can really be broken down into two areas. And so from a prevention effort, our programs, we offer several programs that are really focused on training and education. One of our signature programs is called Turn the Talk. This is a program that we provide currently in 8th grade health classrooms as well as high school health classrooms. We are currently providing those in Carroll County Public Schools. And in the school year 2023-2024, we're excited to announce that we'll be in Baltimore City Public Schools as well, providing this. Turn the Talk is an evidence-inspired program that talks with youth and teenagers about child sexual abuse, what to look for if you have experienced it, what resources are out there, how to help somebody that may have experienced it, and the bystander effect as well. And then again, just connecting them with the resources in their community should they have experienced it. Other prevention work really focuses on our training around things like online safety. Other trainings include trainings specifically for parents and promoting body safety or how to talk to your children about child sexual abuse, and partnerships that we've done with other organizations in areas of adverse childhood experiences and positive childhood experiences as well. The other side of our services really focuses on recovery services, and these are for those that have experienced child sexual abuse. We have a counseling grants program, which annually funds upwards of $50,000 for those who have experienced child sexual abuse to receive therapeutic services. I think Baltimore could definitely use a boost. I think that it's been a challenging few years. And I think that there's a lot of misconceptions about Baltimore City and the surrounding areas. But having somebody that has worked in this community as part of my role for the past 15 years or so, I can say that the heart of Baltimore is still good. And there are a lot of folks here that need and want our services. And I think that, while folks, it's easy to focus sort of on the negativity and what's not going right. But knowing that, your services are making a difference. And, we often don't understand, especially in the prevention work, how far that often goes. It's sort of like the ripple effect. You don't know that when you're out there having a conversation and who you're having that conversation with, how far that can go, and how many lives that can ultimately impact. And so for us, that's what we continue to focus on. And again, there's so many wonderful organizations in Baltimore doing incredible work, not only for those impacted by child sexual abuse, but for those that have experienced other traumas as well. And yeah, we continue to support the Baltimore community and want to be an organization that they can rely on when in need of services.